Exactly 26 days to the day that I applied for my UK passport renewal in Bangkok at VFS Global. Have I been approved or denied? For the vast majority of people applying for a UK passport while abroad, it's actually a very, very straightforward process. It takes a couple of weeks, and before you know it, you're on your way back to Bangkok to pick up your brand new shining passport. For a few people, this process goes wrong. Find out what happened to me? No, that's not me. I know I'm big, but that's ridiculous. Almost a month after I applied to renew my passport in Bangkok. Recently, I uploaded a video on my personal experiences renewing a UK passport in Bangkok. I've had quite a lot of feedback and comments about this, most of which are explaining that to renew your passport anywhere in the world is actually very, very easy and a smooth and quick and easy process. And this is actually very, very true. But on occasion, it does go wrong. Just like it did for me. Almost 4 weeks later, I still don't have my new passport. Let's find out what went wrong. Okay, so this is my story. On the 17th of January, I had an interview with VFS Global in Bangkok, and everything went perfectly. And that is shown in a video I uploaded recently, as mentioned. If you've not seen that yet, there's a link for it just there. I advise you to watch that first. After the interview, everything was fine. Everything was sent to England. I had a message from VFS saying everything's gone to England, no problem. The staff there were superb, very, very friendly, excellent in English, and you won't have a problem with them at all in any way. The problem started in England. No real surprises there. Dog bookends. I was told by VFS Global that my payment would come out within 1 to 2 weeks, as I mentioned in the last video. Unfortunately, that didn't happen. In fact, nothing happened. And I waited and waited and waited. No emails, nothing to say, or payment has been cancelled, or whatever it is, nothing at all happened. After 18 days, I hit that mental panic button and I began ferreting around looking for ways to get in contact with the British passport control people. I had no idea who to contact or what to do. I eventually found this random email and I sent it to them. Didn't get a reply. Sheer panic was now in full swing. A process that's easy for most people was turning into a nightmare for me. I sent a further 2 or 3 emails, and eventually I got a reply from a lady, I cannot remember her name, who gave me a number to ring her, which I did. I spoke to her directly, and the first thing she asked me for was the application number. So I explained in detail that I cannot get one because I applied from overseas, etc., etc. And so she decided to take all my details. This is after giving lots and lots of security information every single time. What's your date of birth? How old are you? Where were you born? Etc. And then eventually she said she'll pass all the information on to her manager, who was in Team 5. I was starting to get confused because someone like Team 5, Team 6, Team 1, I didn't quite understand what was going on. So I thought everyone would be fine. And she said, within 30 minutes, he'll call back. He'll call me in Thailand. And I said, and then he will give me the application number, then I can make the payment, yes? And she said, yes. It didn't happen. Later, allegedly the other manager sent me an email saying, apologies for not getting in touch with you, but I cannot contact you from the time differences, because of the time differences. So please leave it another week. The payment will probably come out and everything will be fine. So I was still no further on. Another day, another begging email. And this time saying I'm getting very, very desperate. I'm stressful. I'm going grayer by the day and I'm literally emailing this. Literally 15 minutes later, I actually got a call from a manager, and I believe his name was James. Thank you very much, James, for calling. But he kind of reiterated the same thing, saying the payment may come out, da 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 da. And I was getting confused as to why. No one actually knew, but they were saying that it probably would. So I said, can I just go to the main person of the finances and contact them? And I said, yes. So I'm not really meant to give you the number, but I will. And at the same time, this is why I'm thanking James so much, through another set of security questions, he finally allowed me to have the application number so I could move on. Barefoot, you have to be barefoot in here and it's so hot. Flip-flops, flip-flops. Burning. So I spoke to a lovely lady in finances who was from Durham, and she was incredibly helpful, really helpful, and gave me as much information as she possibly could. And then she said the problem is someone somewhere else, this exactly, may have already taken the payment, or may well do within, say, a week. So she advised me strongly not to make the payment there and then. This was last Wednesday. She advised me to wait a week. And if I got no email of confirmation and nothing happened whatsoever, everything should be fine. However, if the payment doesn't come out, then there's something wrong somewhere. A week later, I phoned again. So I contacted the finance department again, and I got through to another lovely lady this time called Trish, who helped me no end. And I explained about Sharon from the previous week, and she was actually aware of the situation. Hurrah! Nobody else was. What she did, she explained that in England now, the finance department is in Durham, okay? But unfortunately, all other departments are scattered all over the UK, but they're all within the UK, or even England, I'm not sure, but they're all over the place, okay? Liverpool, Manchester, London, Brighton, wherever, I'm not sure, but they're everywhere. They have different departments all over. And that's why when I sent an email, eventually I was given a reference number for my emails that I had to use in all of the correspondence. But I mentioned this corresponding number to the finance lady. She had no idea what it meant. It only works when it's emails amongst the other departments, but not the finance one. It's all such a mess. Worst of all, you don't even get an application number when you apply. It's all very, very confusing. During the last phone call, I was then handed to another employee who helped me, no problem again, fantastic. The people in Durham, fantastic, helped me make the payment with the very same card I used with my original application. Everything went through like that. It was a Krung Thai Visa card, which I actually used when I applied 10 years ago as well, but obviously an older card, and it went through no problem then as well. So what happened this time? Why did it go wrong? Once I'd made the payment, I was put back through to Trish, and I asked her, why didn't the payment go through? And she explained that it could be a number of things, such as you didn't get the documentation right, the photographs are wrong, etc, etc. But she actually looked at my application and said, no, it's just withholding payment. In other words, everything else went through, but the payment didn't go out. So again, I asked her, why didn't the payment come out? I then said, was it because I didn't put the issue date on there? There's a point on the application form where you have to fill in the issue date. There isn't an issue date on any Thai card. So that was a bit of a problem. And she said, no, on all of the payments they make, they don't even have a start date on it anyway, so it doesn't matter. I then explained that during that time, there was some downtime with the Krung Thai bank. And she said, no, if it just bounces back like that, they would try again. The main reason why she said payments from Thailand, specifically Thailand, are rejected is for one reason. Since a massive upturn in identity theft and scammers and everything online, in Thailand this is, Thailand has tightened up security in terms of its banking. When the passport control people attempt to take out the payment, Krung Thai will send a message asking specifically, are you that person, i.e. Dennis Farrell, me, and or is that person with you? By law, the passport control people have to state, no, he's not with us and we are not him. It will then be rejected, i.e. the payment won't come out. The passport will then just sit there saying passport outstanding. That's what happened to me. Now, I'm not trying to scare anybody. I'm just trying to show you that something so simple can stop your new passport from being processed. As it pans out now, I've still got about 6 weeks before I've got to renew my visa. And the lady in Durham said that it will probably take now around 2 weeks maximum to be returned, or the new passport to make its way to Thailand. I should get a message or an email from VFS saying it has arrived and I can go and get it. She did say if it doesn't arrive within 3 weeks, or there's no contact from anyone within 3 weeks, phone up the main number in England again. So I'm still not there. As of today, it is the 13th of February. Tomorrow is Valentine's Day. I applied on the 17th of January. It's not here yet, and it was in no way my fault. It's the fault of the system in England and the difficulty in communicating, the fact you don't get an application number, and the fact that, Thailand is being a little bit awkward when it comes to making payments. Can you blame them? I don't know. But everybody I've dealt with has been superb, been wonderful, lovely, lovely, lovely people. And not only that, I would think that for most, it's just going to be a breeze. Follow the previous video I uploaded, follow that to a T, and you won't have a problem. But if nothing happens within 2 weeks, contact the number below. Use the number below I will give you and take it from there. That would be the best deal. The only advice I can give you from here is if you're going to apply for a passport renewal in a different country, any country, give yourself as much time as possible before you have to renew your visa or leave the country or whatever, because remember, you cannot travel using your passport even though you still have it. So I'm not quite there, but seeing that payment come out yesterday, I was jumping for joy, and I even had a couple of beers to celebrate, even though I'm still not quite there. So there you go. I hope this video helps anyone who's trying to renew their passport in Bangkok or anywhere else for that matter, and that the process is straightforward. Just follow everything down to a T, and I don't think you will have a problem. Should there be a slight problem, just give yourself as much time, contact the people in England, because that's where the problem will be, and try and find out what the problem is. I'll leave a number for what you can contact to get hold of someone in the UK, and it will hopefully help you speed up that process. Not like it's done for me. One month on nearly, I still don't have my passport. Hopefully I'm a bit of an odd case, and for the rest of you it will be really easy. Thanks for watching, take care, see you in the next one, bye bye.